Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mattel Ghostbusters Rookie action figure. The Rookie is a character straight out of the Ghostbusters video game that was released a year or so ago on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the Wii. This is the character that you controlled in the game. So if you've never played the video game before, you may not actually be familiar with who this actually is, as he did not appear in any of the other media. The Rookie comes packaged on the standard Ghostbusters Classics blister card packaging. It's got the same design that all of the other figures have received so far, same treatment with the Stay Puft in the background and the cool terror dogs right there on the blister bubble. And the back of that box has that cool messy desk motif going on with a file folder open on the table with a personal file on the Rookie. Now, the image that they use on there is from the video game. It's got the shaded out face, so you can't actually see a face, because technically the Rookie was supposed to be you in the video game. And you can see there are some notes on there. They're not as detailed or anything like that. You don't have any cool quotes from the movies, because the Rookie didn't really come from the movie. But still, it's a neat design for the card back, just as all of the other ones have been. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Rookie outside of the packaging. Now, one thing to note right away is the head sculpt. You can see it is very generic. He's not modeled after anybody because he had a very generic face in the game because, again, he was supposed to be you. You were the person controlling him. So he just has a very standard short haircut, very basic facial features. There's nothing real extravagant going on here, but it does a good job of capturing the appearance of this particular character from the video game. He does have the same amount of detailing in the body, and the paint job is really good. It's the same shared body that we've seen with all of the other Ghostbusters figures so far, and all the little details are still there. You can see he's got the name patch on his breast, which actually just says Rookie, which is kind of hilarious. His shoulder has the Ghostbusters logo on it, and you can see he's got the little details like the elbow pads, and he is wearing the black gloves. He's got the pant legs tucked into the boots, and he's got the same standard black boots on that all of the other members of the team have had. The Proton Pack he has on is also exactly the same as all of the other Proton Packs, and it is permanently attached, so it is non-removable from the figure. The hose is made from the same bendy material as before, as is the Proton gun. It's all that same real pliable rubbery piece. And the gun can be held easily in his hands, or can also be clipped onto the Proton Pack itself so that he can carry it on his back. I kind of wish there were a little more details on this particular Proton Pack, because if you've played the video game, you know that the Rookie gets to test out all of these new products that the Ghostbusters have. So he's got all this cool new weaponry and gadgets that attach to the Proton Pack. It'd have been really cool if we got to see some of these pieces added to this particular Proton sculpt, but unfortunately Mattel did not go that route. Now, there is one really cool thing that's different on this figure than all of the other Ghostbuster figures so far. His belt has a lot more accessories hanging off of it. The accessories are permanently attached, but it still makes for a really nice aesthetic. You can see from the front he's got a PKE meter hanging off, and from the side he's got a ghost trap hanging off. It's really cool because in the game you did carry all of this equipment, and so it's really neat seeing all of these extra pieces hanging off the figure there. Alright, so let's check out the articulation on the Rookie. Now, if you've had any of the other Ghostbusters figures, you already know exactly what to expect. The head and neck are all one solid piece, and they are on a ball joint that is inside the shoulders there. So the head does roll all the way around, does turn pretty much 360 degrees. You got ball joints in the shoulders for a good range of motion, rotates all the way around. Underneath the elbow pad, there is an elbow joint that just bends standard forward, backward, but it's also got a twist. Then he does have twist at the wrist. There's no torso articulation, but he does twist at the waist. Then he's got a wide range of movement in the legs there, going outwards, forwards, and backwards. He's got twists in the thighs. He's got a standard single knee joint. And he's got a twist at the shin there, right at the boot cut. And then ankle joints. So like I said, it's pretty standard articulation. It's not overly articulated, but it does allow you for a good amount of posing. And I think one of the important things with the Ghostbusters figures is that the articulation doesn't break up the sculpt of the jumpsuit, the Ghostbusters jumpsuit. So that's really nice. Alright, as for additional accessories, the Rookie here actually does include a ghost trap. Now this is exactly the same ghost trap we've seen in the past with characters like Winston. The pedal, of course, doesn't actually activate the trap, but it does have the opening flaps on the door, so you can open those up. And then he does come with that same little capture beam effect that came with the other one, although this time around it's a bright orange instead of blue as before. So you can actually take that little plastic piece, you can plug it right into the trap to make it look like there's some cool electrical currents coming out of the trap to suck in the ghosts. And if you've got any of the ghost figures like Slimer here, you can attach those in there for a really cool looking effect. As a second accessory, the Rookie also includes a pair of the famous Ghostbusters Goggles. Now this is really cool because I don't believe we've actually seen these in the 6-inch figures before. The goggles can actually fit just right on top of his head, so you can sit them right there over his forehead, or you can actually lower them down over his eyes. Now, one of my first thoughts with this was, cool, I can actually put those on my Ray Stantz figure to kind of complete the look of Ray, since he was often the one seen wearing these. The only weird thing is that with Ray's weirdly small head, these kind of don't fit as well as they do on the Rookie's head. But still a cool display option nonetheless. So there you go, guys. That's the Rookie from the Ghostbusters line. I wouldn't necessarily say this is an essential figure by any means, but if any of you out there were fans of that video game, it is kind of cool having a piece from that actual game brought to life in action figure form. So if you want to go ahead and add the 5th member to the team to your shelf, he'll be available in April only on MattyCollector.com. Until next time.